Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Dreams Before the Start of Time by Anne Charnock, performed by Susan Duerden and Derek Perkins. Part 1, 2034. The Apple Tree. August. This year's crop of apples is so poor that Betty Matheson counts the overnight windfalls when she opens her bedroom shutters each morning. Today, she looks down on the gravel path and sees a split apple at exactly the point where she expected to see one. She heard the crunch of that singular windfall just after dawn. As a rule, she collects the apples, or apple, before breakfast. That is, before too much damage is inflicted by stabbing blackbirds and burrowing wasps. In years gone by, the tree was so burdened that apples thumped down on the lawn throughout the night. Back then, she discarded any split apples, any apples with a bruise, and all the small apples that, she convinced herself, were too fiddly to peel. When she'd filled her two-handled blue bucket with near-flawless windfalls, she felt she'd met her responsibility to the tree. The rest had to go. She wonders how such a perfectly shaped and healthy apple tree could have caused her so much stress. Whenever she went away from home, she implored neighbours to collect the windfalls. Or take whatever you can reach on the tree. She felt embarrassed offering apples from the bough, after offering the windfalls. But surely it made sense to everyone to take the windfalls first. As it happened, most of her neighbours had their own apple trees, so Betty inevitably returned home to a war zone of fallen apples, cracked and speckled brown with fungal eruptions. She can't erase the memory, the scars and the rotting. These years, most of the apples are small, and there's no surplus. 5 small red apples hang high in the tree's crown, too high for Betty to reach, even at a stretch from a ladder. She hopes they'll have a soft landing. Nothing is as it should be. Her husband dead, despite being 5 years her junior. That wasn't supposed to happen. She never imagined herself as the one left behind. And Aidan, her son, so loving. So loving, but... Damn it, Aidan, she says through her teeth. She imagines herself placing her arms around the trunk of the apple tree. Her caress morphs into a bear hug. She tears the tree from the ground, roots and...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?